Well, it's almost that time for Carolina, the first round of the NCAA tournament here in San Antonio, yet the Heels are still feeling the effects of the ACC tournament, but in a positive way. The locker room atmosphere here in Texas has been the most positive and vivacious that I've seen from this team so far this season, and it appears as if they're really mentally locked in and very well aware of what's at stake.
I think the ACC tournament really kind of gave, I guess, everyone, more so the freshmen, a kind of a taste of what it's going to be like. But I think just the atmosphere around, the whole, hotel to the arena to the practice gym, is, that kind of tournament feel. It's March Madness, seeing other teams play and, knowing that if you lose, you go home. So I think that's definitely going to help us more.
I mean, a lot of us expected to play in the championship game. A lot of us expected to play in the semifinals, but, at the same time, it didn't come out that way. But we had to evaluate ourselves, and at the same time, it was more of a relief because it happened before the tournament. It's not like it's the tournament, so we have more life. We have another life to begin. So.
We're fine. We just have to get back to what we were doing with running. Coach was preaching to us about we need to run more, we need to rebound, and put a little more sense of urgency like we were when we won those 12 games. Just get back to doing the little things that we were doing during that 12-game streak to get back to winning.
I mean, it was tough because we don't want our season to be defined by a 12-game win streak. We want to be able to make something happen and make a deep run. We lost our opportunity in the ACC tournament. We were able to learn from that, but we really want to be able to, string together a nice run and try to make something out of the end of the season now.
It's safe to say that the one-and-done mentality has definitely set in for this team.
Definitely, everybody's been talking about it. It's a mentality that, well, not a mentality, but, something that everybody's been thinking about is, go out there and slip up one play, and that could be the end of it. That could be the big play that we need at the end. So everybody realizes it, and I think that's going to help us down the long run.
I think it's hit us coming to the ACC tournament. Once we lost, that was it. We was kicked out of the tournament, and we had to reevaluate ourselves, and we had to understand that, hey, this is a one-and-done deal. We don't want to be like how we were in the ACC tournament, where we was watching other people play for the championship. So I think it's hit us. We understand, what's at stake. So we'll be ready.
I mean, we're a great team. I mean, as you saw in those 12 games, I mean, we really can play, and that really wasn't any of our best games. I mean, we still haven't played to our potential. I mean, we've gotten up there, but we haven't really played up to what we really could do. We all just gotta just have to get away from a couple of bad mistakes. We be away from a perfect game. It's just have to get back to doing what we know how to do.
We've talked about it. We understand, what's at stake. We want to keep playing. It's a fun group of guys to be around. We don't want it to end. We've had a great week of practice. 3 or 4 of our best practices have been in this past week. So I think we're locked in mentally. We just need to be able to transfer that to the game and understand that, the intensity and effort can't be any question. It has to be brought, tomorrow.
And probably the most intriguing matchup to watch this Friday night is going to be Marcus Paige on Providence's point guard, Bryce Cotton. Very similar skill set, very similar body type in their build, height, and weight. And Carolina fans thought Marcus Paige was averaging a lot of minutes. Get this, Cotton is averaging over 40 minutes in conference play due to all of their overtime games. Reporting from San Antonio for Inside Carolina TV, I'm Deanna Kunavac.